Hello, and welcome to the Borealis Experience. I'm your host, Aurora, life coach and companion on this beautiful journey called life. I hope you feel good. I hope you feel good in your skin. I hope you feel good with yourself and the people around you. And I hope I can bring you value with my episode today. First off, I want to thank everybody who has reached out in between episodes to ask questions, to request episodes, or to simply comment or to rate. We had a couple donators, and I'm so very, very appreciative. This is a donation-powered podcast without any advertisement. So we highly rely on your generosity. So thank you so much, and thank you for listening. Thank you for being here, and I respect you so much for having the courage to reflect about your life, about yourself, about your behaviors and your relationships. Not everybody does that, and the people who do, I simply look up to and feel drawn to. So thank you so much for being here. Today I want to talk about your life. That's very simple and small, right? Very straightforward. But I went on my little walk here today, and I wondered how other people experience life, because the more I coach people, the more I realize that we all have such a different perspective on life, on experiences. We make very different conclusions about life, even though we went through the very same thing. So today's episode is basically a question. How do you experience life? Do you see your life on a timeline from when you were born until you'll be dead, or on your deathbed, or transitioning to not be as harsh? If you go into bird's perspective, do you see yourself being born and then going to kindergarten, maybe spending time with your friends as siblings or caregivers, going to high school, and now you see yourself where you are in the present moment, and then into the future, and then all the way into the future where you'll be transitioning? Or do you see and experience your life like a list of accomplishments? You know, like boxes that you want to tick off, a bucket list that you want to tend to. And you go from accomplishment to accomplishment, from goal to goal. Or are you a dreamer? Do you dream and just float like a feather in the air and just see where life takes you? That's totally valid as well. Or do you gather experiences? You have something in mind that you want to experience, and then you go chase that experience, those feelings. Yeah, I know a couple of people who would live like that. They want to. It's not always adrenaline or dopamine driven, but sometimes they're always thirsty for something new and something else and something different, and then they feel satisfied. And they feel they can go lay on their deathbed one day and feel good about themselves. But not everybody is like that. And then I have other people who gather memories throughout life. They live in the past, basically. And it's hard for me to understand how somebody can live so much in the past, because how do you go forward then? But some people just, live their life on autopilot, and their mind is always drawn to the past, to memories. They're very nostalgic and deeply feeling people, but they're always drawn back. They love to be alone lots, and they love to have very, old friendships that they can share memories with. And it's not so much about making new memories, but about holding on to old memories. And maybe there's many, many, many different ways that you can live your life. Maybe you live your life through somebody else. Maybe you have children and you live your life through their eyes. Maybe you have a job that you are totally immersed in, and you are at the mercy of that job, of the company you lead. I just find it, I find it very interesting to ask people these questions, because we're always rushed, we always run around, we accomplish to-do lists, we get our job done better or not so good on other days. We socialize, we fulfill social, societal expectations, and then we feel good. That's another one. You keep chasing the fulfilling of societal expectations. Is that what drives you? Yeah, basically what that question boils down to is, what drives you? Where does your mind spend most of the time and energy? Some people live in regrets and pain, past pain. Some people live in deep anxiety because they keep thinking about the future, and because everything is uncertain and everything changes all the time, they live in constant anxiety. For some people, stress, of which depression and anxiety is part of it, but high strung stress is how they experience life. It always has to be fast paced and pushy and runny and just exhausting. But then they feel life, then they feel good. That's normal for them. What is it for you? So I invite you to sit down at times and just to reflect about how you lead your life. And if you were to fast forward, if you'd be happy on how you live your life. I wonder for myself. It's important though, because you don't want to regret in a couple of years, because you can't turn back time. All right, I'm going to leave you with that. A little bit of wandering, a little bit of calm and quietness. And once again, if you have a comment, if you have a request, if you just want to connect, never hold back. You can reach me on Facebook. Aurora Eggert is my profile, or Aurora Eggert Coaching, or my website, auroraeggertcoaching.com. And if you feel curious and ready to engage in a and a coaching journey to address these juicy questions with me and to go deep down and to the root of your soul and your core being, you know where you can find me. And if you feel you want to connect physically in a yurt through a relaxation class, then I can send you the details and we can meet and connect in my physical location. All right, I'll leave you with that, with lots of love, and I'll be out there very soon again. Bye-bye.